Here is our winner bracket semi-final, the deciding best of 3 who goes to the round of 16 through the winner bracket. HawK had an easy time against Panda 2-0, and Suns was struggling a bit against In Vain, but now we have a human versus Night Elf to our hands, and hopefully this will be a little more of a spectacle than the previous games were, because to be fair, they were kind of one-sided, at least what we saw. So I'm having a few issues to get into the game, but here we are. HawK in the red in the upper right of Amazonia. Quite surprised that this map is coming through. With a normal build here, no Blood Mage first shenanigans. I mean, it's Amazonia after all. Suns, on the other hand, also a very normal build with most likely Keeper of the Grove, or is it a Demon Hunter? Nope, Keeper it is, Archmage it is. No big trouble there. This is, of course, a race for points in the WGL system. And for HawK, it's not looking that bad, to be honest. Had some good ladder runs where he got the 6 points. And now he's participating in these open tournaments as well. Will most likely get him 2 to 4 points as well. And the biggest thing for HawK is, I think, to qualify for the pro race next month to get like really big points there. And if all things go super well, Foggy and HawK could qualify via netties. That means that Europe would get 4 spots instead of 2. So thumbs pressed, guys, for our Russian and Ukrainian fighters. Alright, there we go. No deny, close of attack, nice start. HawK has lightning shield on himself as well, but it's not denying anything as he's out of range. Quite easy to do. Yeah, quick move over to do some damage there already, which he does now. Close of attack for him as well. Both intelligence heroes, both with low damage rolls at the very start of the game, so close of attack help out. Question now is, expansion yes, expansion when? HawK seems to be a big advocate of always going expos against Night Elf, but this is not gonna be that easy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Because the Keeper is around, he has 4 Treants. Oh, HawK is pausing the game. Wrong map. Why? Oh, we have a donation coming in by Happy Nightmare. Yes, yet another 3 euros. Found you via Creepjack. Played Warcraft 3 only on custom maps earlier. Now started to really playing it because of so many awesome games you guys casted. Keep it up. Greetings from Husum. Husum, verdammt. All right. Thanks a lot, man. Big fan of Turbostart. And Husum in general because of that. So HawK was under the assumption there's something wrong with the map. I don't really know why. Sends the militia back now. Because of the presence of the Keeper, I guess. And he's almost... Oh, he is losing this archer. Keeper at level 2.5 already. Suns is pretty much dominating the early game. And one more hit, but Sun's blocking skills were quite okay, but the claws of attack preserved the attack for him. And oh, Sun's Keeper, what is he doing there? Both heroes super low. Footman can reach. Suns with the town portal, Archer's out of range, and that's the save for the Archmage without using the town portal on level 2. But he has no shop, so kind of needs a Shadow Priest or something to get back in shape now. Gives him... Oh, there is... What? He's using the Entangle on the Footman. Can he get the last hit? That would be sick. There's another Entangle soon. Is there... Yeah, oh, there is Vision, but he doesn't get it. So, decent experience for Suns again. Especially this Water Elemental. And HawK's in trouble. Tier 2 is halfway done. His expansion plan didn't work at all. His natural creep didn't work at all. And Suns, on the other hand, had a little bit of a late attack. Thanks to the fight, he forgot the Huntress Hall, though. He is kind of low on resources, so the Alchemist will always be the priority over whatever he chooses to go next. Huntress, or Dryads, or MGs, or Bears, or whatever. So the timing of the Huntress Hall is still fine, I guess. HawK with an early Blacksmith to get these rifles in. And he has a shop up now to get the regen running. Plus 3 mental of intelligence, almost level 3. Alchemist in now, Keeper is level 3. 5 archers is more than fine. Still no expansion, that's the biggest issue here for Sun's game. Night Elves always have an expansion these days. And I wonder how well they can compete without one. Alchemist as well. No time for a Mountain King, as it seems. He's getting a little power spike now with these rifles. The first reaction by Suns will be Dryads. And rifles are, of course, superior. Another Footman dies. He's not getting to these critical mass Footman numbers. Sun's always chipping 1 or 2 away from them, but man, there were quite some kills here. On HawK's side, Acid Bomb on both sides, Alchemist in a little bit of trouble. No mana anymore for Water Elementals. Keeper also pretty banged up. I guess HawK's winning this fight again. Still no expansion, still no lore. Lots of moon juice to use though. It's nighttime, it's regenerating. HawK has to move all the way back. But he got level 3 here, level 3.5 actually.
A player's forces
Golem through the
attack.
stone earlier. Okay. Interesting that it did work in older versions. But yeah, HawK, with these Alchemist, he has pretty much map control now. In the absence of stronger units for Suns. Expansion now, so more investment into stones rather than army. Dispel upgrade coming already for the rifle caster mix as well as the long rifles. And then we go into more production for HawK. Right before the next fight starts. This Archmage is really well equipped, but we do have a Potion of Greater Mana for the Keeper of the Grove. That will help tremendously. Acid Bomb again, trying to aim for these riflemen and keep them down in numbers, but HawK's reacting really quickly with that heal spray. In the end, he can't save this rifleman, but he got a lot more damage out. Gets 1 kill in return. I think the Dryad upgrade isn't done yet. Even Militia to the fight now. He wants to break this, and he can. Next Acid Bomb will be big against all the workers, but HawK in these smaller skirmishes is always superior. He's always killing more, he's always coming out on top, get the objective, and that was the tree. So he got what he wanted with a few losses. It's still fine. He's leveling faster than the Keeper is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, quite a bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now it's finally time for the natural. He also has plenty of time with the damage he has. Level 2 Brilliance Aura. But of course level 3 Alchemist is the big thing here. Staff Preservation and Staff Teleportation. No TP on Suns, doesn't buy it back. Could go for an invul here to save one of the heroes, but there's no big pickup potential in HawK's army. With the Mountain King being not on the field. Big heal potion and an invul. HawK is staying at tier 2. He's a big fan of the tier 3. But as long as the Night Elf is not going, you don't really have a reason to go tier 3. because it's really getting scary with mountain giants and he's so far away. So here we go. Rifles versus Dryads. Sun's micro pretty okay here to send them away. Is it acid bomb 2 actually? Yes, it is.
A player's forces are under attack.
So again, there was a little engagement. HawK wins it, and HawK continues to get the bigger stuff on the map. He could maybe even go for the red spot already, as humans tend to do that early on with the rifleman damage they have. For HawK, it's the Devotion Aura, nice against the Acid Bomb, as we oftentimes say. On the other side, Ruined Bracers, that's the one for the shop. Yeah, this Archmage. +9 is really nice. Workshop now for a little bit of scouting, maybe with one flying machine. And then mortars, of course. So this is what I talked about. Humans love that spot early on, but Suns has this figured out. Oh no, ships in the night! And this is enough time. This is enough time for HawK to finish the big boy. Ancient Django of Endurance. Is there a better item here for the human? I don't think so. More attack speed on the rifleman, so good. More movement speed, always good. And Sun still doesn't find him. That's horrendous. Level 4, close to level 5, Ancient Django, and a Dryad even. In a situation that could have become very, very dangerous creepjack from Sun's side. So let's see, the rifles are just gunning down these Dryads. Level 5 now, so that makes the water elementals not so easy to dispel. And from like, at this point, it's kind of a slaughter. Nice heal sprays everywhere. Suns is getting a few kills as well. Damn. Damage is just too real. 2-0 upgrades. Heal scroll used, but only on like 5 units or so. Almost another kill. Sweet. No hero focus at all. It's only going against the army. And that works so well. In the meantime, Sun's Expo is up. So HawK has to deal with that. But mortars are coming for exactly that purpose. I mean, they're very good against Dryads as well, don't get me wrong. But their main focus is to kill buildings. And we have quite a nice Congo line everywhere. Off we go. So, Suns, can you hold with a 10 supply deficit? We have the water torrents coming in. Dispel against them. The same dispel here against the tree. And so both summons gone. And the mortar team is in a nice position. This one as well. Pretty safe. Level 4 for Suns though. Gets a few kills here. HawK is not kiting too nicely. Mortar team number 1 down. But the Dryads are in range of the rifleman. And you see that. It's like 2 volleys and they're dead. So he had to die for the mortar teams, otherwise the expansion falls. But with that, he exposed all his Dryads, calls for the GG. HawK with a pretty smooth game again. 3rd today. I think he was just better in every single engagement. Pretty sure about that, actually. So, 1 map away from the round of 16 is HawK. In that round of 16, he would not get a point for the Netties rankings yet, but it's only a 4-player round, and you have to win 2 matches, and then you get 1 point, as the top 8 of this qualifier get points. Pretty safe to say that Infi, Moon, and Focus will be qualified. Ah, I think Remo's here. Let's go for Mr. Remo Demo. I hope he didn't go away. That was 5 minutes ago. So now I saw it, and I will get him on the line to have some expert analysis here on our games, and maybe a little banter as well. So KK defeated Ice Orc in the very same group. It's now 1-0. And HawK is watching the replay, so the next game might start in just a few minutes. And okay, Remo saw that I called him, so he will get on the cast in a bit. Maybe get some water or takes a little break or something. Very interesting to see HawK playing the rifle stuff. We don't get to see that too much. But he was quite surprised by whatever happened at the creep spot. And so he changed his plans. And even though his main tactic, like his main strategy was interrupted, thanks to the creeps or whatever happened there, he still got through with it, with a rifle push, with a strong rifle push, good timings, good fights. Sun's not really a chance. And that was one of the best night out maps. So looking forward to that. Next game, to see if Suns can play a little better. How did Suns do? Okay, no points yet in the open qualifiers. 6 points from ladder, so he's stepping up his game recently. Very hard to get points, by the way, from these open qualifiers. Only the top 8. First place gets 4 points. I guess it's better than nothing. And you advance into the pro qualifier, just like Mr. Linguagua did. My personal hero, who went from the open qualifier, like from out of nowhere, into the top 4 of the open qualifier, into the top 4 of the main qualifier. That was pretty insane. And Remo is on the line as well. Inviting
Hello.
Can you join the game real quick?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, HawK is ready. Hey, Remo, happy Easter. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. How are you doing? You got a haircut, didn't you?
I did. I'm doing better.
Spiffy, Neo. Nice.
Spiffy?
Spiffy, yeah.
What's spiffy?
It's like super hot.
Obviously, I don't know that term, as nobody is calling me that. But yeah, I'm doing better. The more games we see, the better I get. I do have a little issue with my stomach, unfortunately. But as long as I got Warcraft, and now you, and chat, what can go wrong?
Yeah, you had a fun night out yesterday, is what I understand.
Yeah, that is correct. And the day before, and the day before.
And now the stomach's acting up like, Neo, we can't keep going like this. Gotta slow down.
I think I just ate something wrong. That will be the reason, I think.
All right. Yeah, sorry I'm a little late, guys. I had some errands to run, but now I'm here. What I missed so far?
Stomps, pretty much. Throughout the entire day, HawK is 3-0 today. Very easy win in the Human Mirror over Panda. And now a good game against Suns as well. And he's one map away from the round of 16, which would be very good for him, obviously. And I have 100% faith that he will be able to do so on Terran Stand.
Speaking of Panda, whenever you see his name in the grid, or I guess in a cast, do you also have to think of that song that goes, Panda, 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 Panda? You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I've never heard about...
No, it's a pretty good song. Like, there was a feature with, or a remix with Kanye as well. No? Okay, never mind.
I will definitely look into it later. We have a new sub. Thank you, Psychotropic, for the 3-month resub. Keep it up, Neo and Remo. You are doing the Lord's work. Thank you, sir or ma'am.
Thank you very much. Remo's digesting still the pizza from yesterday. That's probably true. Dude, I ordered such a huge pizza yesterday after the cast was done. I was like, fuck this. I'm not cooking anymore. It's so late. I'm so tired. I just want to have pizza and then it's time for bed. So at one of my favorite pizza places, I ordered like a massive one. It was actually 17 euros for a single pizza. It was so big. Dude, it was fucking massive. I had trouble finishing it, but finish it. I did.
You finished
really
it
good.
in like one attempt, not the rest today or something?
No, just everything yesterday.
Sick.
And that was probably not the best idea. I was like feeling cramps after. I was like, oh boy, this was a little too much. Wasn't so easy falling asleep then, but yeah, worked out anyway.
Alright, we have a Keeper of the Grove for Suns who starts at the laboratory, normal stuff. HawK again, skipping the mercenary camp and goes for the expansion right away. We've seen this more from him.
Yeah, we saw it just very recently, that's true. First time it amazed me, like, what are you doing? Dude, you need the mercs, you need the dispel, you need the priests, and so on and so on. But he doesn't feel that way, I guess. He's gonna go for the instant expansion here. He gets level 2 anyways. Gets the Ring of Regen. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that item in the early game. But I always feel like, isn't this dangerous? What if he goes double Huntress pressure and you don't reach level 3?
Yeah.
Now, we've seen that strat quite a bit recently, and most of the time it seems to fail. So, I guess the humans got it figured out, I suppose.
Suns is also not going for any types of rush. He's going tier 2. No second engine of war yet. The first one he has is super banged up. So, needs a little repair later, I guess. Just keeps on creeping. Very, I think, one-dimensional play by Suns thus far. Just all standard. No deviation at all.
Are under attack.
Well, I think there has to be something thought up specifically for HawK's style. I mean, he has shown his style now plenty of times, especially with expansion. This is the one I'm talking about. He wants to play Expo, he wants to go tier 3, he wants to go this mass range with perhaps a couple of knights. And I think that style is so super strong. Interesting how this all turned around, where humans were so desperate for so long. Now HawK finally has found a strong way to play against Night Elf. Was victorious already on 1 base, and I think it becomes much more dangerous on 2 bases.
Correct. He was playing 1 base on Amazonia. Very, very well done there by him. Oh, pen of energy for the Keeper, who reaches level 3 now, but HawK, just as he did on Amazonia, trying to prevent or delay this expansion, and good damage against the Shadow Priest. That one's gone. No more Dispel nor heal. Treants are doing good work against the Archmage, but easy to run away from this, and HawK is not getting the Berserker. He caught them off guard. Suns was kind of lucky there to get the Berserker, because HawK was aiming for those mercenary camps, and that would have been a very scary push if he got them.
Yeah. Interesting move out though altogether, right? He takes all the footmen up north, doesn't go level 3. Was he hoping for the Expo cancel? Perhaps the Expo kill? But he wasn't even scouting with anything ahead of his army, was he?
I mean, if you don't find your opponent there, you can creep it super fast to get the item. I think that's the idea. It doesn't matter what you find there, it's always good.
And also an aggressive move out is always also protection for your bases on your side of the map, because there will have to be a reaction. Either you go for the creep jack there or for the main or whatever. And this is mostly what this matchup seems to have come down to nowadays for HawK. Just sit on 2 bases, tech up, don't die, and then later on leverage your tier 3 with that, what seems like almost a perfect army.
Don't die is a pretty good strategy in Warcraft 3. Treants will die here. And HawK can now run the Scroll of Regen to get everything back to green. And we have a new donation. Thank you, Sir Binks a lot. 10 euros. Really here for the Remo ladder streams, but we'll take whatever I can get. Keep up the great work, guys. Loving all the content recently. Thank you. Even though you're not that lucky with the Remo ladder streams recently.
They're gonna return, but at the moment I feel like we have quite a bit of content. But
totally
yeah.
agree.
Soon coming in again. I'm gonna show you what a 70% unit can do.
Nice. So a little bit of a harass into HawK's base this time, but easily defendable with decent blocks here and Water Elemental protecting too. He was trying to attack with Archers, Berserker, and Alchemist at the same time, but HawK split his army as well and defends with ease.
Players' forces are
In
under
the
attack.
main though, it's getting a little painful here. Militia still running away. AM at the moment still protecting the Expo. Footies are getting taken out here over time by the Alchemist, I guess. Actually, they're all still alive. The Archers have to run, not too easy to eliminate them. Not going for a Scout Tower is a little bit greedy here, wasn't it, in the main? This is becoming quite expensive. Something that HawK has been prioritizing in his games against Night Elf more and more. He's really light on towers pretty much all the time. And then a keeper can come in.
Forces are under attack.
Is he even gonna pop the greater healing? With that, he could be staying longer. That might be a decent idea.
Yeah,
The
he has
keeper
so
usually
much
in the late
mana.
game.
I do agree. Summons a new set of treants. HawK has to move all the footmen back that were suffering from this alchemist in the end. And HawK's still not at tier 2, man. It's so late. He's losing basically every single worker in his main.
If Suns tries to go for tier 2 timing,
Players' forces
I
are
think,
under
like, with all this damage he has dealt, that could be promising, I think. More treants. Jesus Christ, so many treants, this planet of energy. But now 3 water elementals as well as the arcane tower, so he's gonna take out this threat finally.
He got an entire level in this space.
Seriously?
He was at the very
Just
start.
from peasants? No way.
He was at the very start of level 3.
Oh my god, that's insane. And he doesn't even get blocked in here.
Nope.
Yeah, the stab anyways.
A player's
Use it here.
forces are under attack.
This is gonna be HawK super low on lumber, isn't it? Actually, he's got plenty of peasants still at the expansion, still at 300 lumber at the moment. Wow, that was some sick harass by the keeper. You could try to follow that up with a tier 2 aggressive play, try to all in perhaps, mass Drides. If this was Moon, I would expect a move like that. But he's not. He's going tier 3. He's going to be transitioning into Mountain Giants, most likely. So HawK has some time to build back up his economy.
And HawK has 2,000 gold.
A player's forces
And he's
are
not-
under
Time?
attack.
He can't, like, he's not building anything. What the hell is he doing, man? He's building
Supply block
samples.
for the second hero.
Oh,
Didn't have
okay.
a farm. Now he does. MK time.
Is it?
And Shredder time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mountain King this time we saw a alchemist in the first game, which kind of surprised me, but with 2 bases, with double income, he will most likely go for the longer solution.
I like the alchemist on 1 base. You're gonna go rifles.
Yeah.
You just have to keep the rifles alive, give them the AoE healing, and then they gun down all the Dryads.
Town is under siege.
Mighty Nighty,
forces
thank you
are
very
under
much for the
attack.
6-month resub.
Thank you. So, tier 3 tech is almost done, and we have Suns with the new Moonwells as well. Expo is running for quite some time. It's time for the Mountain Giants then. HawK is not really in a position to do anything. He has 1 Sanctum, 1 Barracks. Does he even have a blacksmith? Yes, he does. His SimCity is kind of weird as well, from like especially in the base and at the expansion.
Players' forces are under attack.
Expo is looking kind of exposed over here. That was not an attempted pun. TP is coming in. All the footies are super hurt. Suns could decide to pressure this. I don't know if there's defend. If there's not, he would absolutely blast over these footies. Looks like HawK is in desperate need of some heal scrolls. And he does have the money for them as well. Okay. That looked a little bit scary here for a moment, but I guess Suns doesn't want to commit. I feel like Suns could have applied more pressure after that harassment in the early, couldn't he?
I think so too. He bought a lot of time for the Mountain Giants though. And he's still at 1,600, 1,700 gold, getting in quite a few upgrades now. So he's all gearing up for the big push in the end. In every single engagement in the first 2, in the first map, HawK was superior. So maybe he just doesn't want this low supply skirmishes at all and just wait to have a bigger army.
A player's forces are under attack.
That might be true. I really don't think that's the way to go against HawK, though. I don't know how familiar Suns is with HawK, but we at this point are very familiar with him. We know what he likes to play. Tier 3, 80 supply, and, you know, get that big as range army. And that takes a long time, so basically you have the time to go for whatever tech you want. So it's not like he, I don't know, needed more time to get his Mountain Giants ready. But they are coming now. There's a Zeppelin play as well, looking for more harassment. Could be dropping into the main once again. There's barely any towers here. As we established earlier, HawK is pretty much always light on these nowadays against Night Elf. Yeah. Getting the Shredder would be a really big deal.
Yes,
HawK is still not with a lot of lumber here.
And also he's in tech, so he can't produce peasants from 2 mines. TP out immediately. That didn't work as intended.
A player's
It was
forces
only the
are under
Archmage and the Mortar team defending this, right?
Yeah, it really looks like Suns is just playing distraction, like trying to buy time, as if he was, you know, trying to get his tech up when he wasn't expecting a push to hit him, but that's not happening at all. So in the end, it's just these players kind of poking each other here and there, delaying things, and getting their tech rolling for what they want to have in the end.
You have a Book of the Dead, Lightning Shield, and a very, very tanky Mountain King on HawK's side. On the other, we have nice disable, thanks to the Wand of the Wind. Mass mana on the Keeper, close to level 5. Alchemist is far ahead in experience compared to the Mountain King. And speaking of mountains, the Giants are coming with more upgrades. 2-2 is cute. And 3 Mountain Giants out already with upgrades. This is gonna be super tough for HawK to defend, as tier 3 is not done, so no frag shards, no knights. At least he has level 5 archers.
Is he gonna go into Blizzard, I wonder? Blizzard, of course, very strong, but Water Elementals level 3 are also a big help when you have not much front line. At the moment, he has Footy still left, but they're not going to be surviving for too much longer. HawK has played different late game comps. Sometimes there were knights involved, sometimes there were not, but usually the main bulk of the army is mortars, rifles, and priests, and plenty of upgrades. Second attack upgrade already there, third attack upgrade coming in as well. With Inner Fire, that's going to be crazy damage, as well as fragmentation shots. It's starting off right now.
HawK is
Not finished yet, though.
killing his own footman to get another unit out. That is the Paladin. That's understandable, but he needs to buy more time. Frag shot 60%. Not the strongest army just yet. Heal scroll being used very early on.
Trying to buy time for these upgrades. Frag shards and master training for the priest, both these are massive upgrades, as well as the Paladin. HawK just needs like 1 to 2 more minutes. This army's right in his face.
Frag shots are done.
Upgraded.
Yeah, frag shots are done, so it's easier to fight the archers and especially the dryads in the back. And these skeletons do help out quite a bit as well. Stormbolt on the alchemist, who is quite squishy, has to use the big healing though. Mountain giants are breaking through, but are mostly ignored.
And as we've seen time and time again here recently in our cast, MGs, yes, they're great tanks, but this late game Night Elf army, where is the damage really? Everything's still high HP, the heroes have to do it, but the Keeper, his impact isn't really being felt, and the Alchemist, he's out of mana now, but has the greater mana still left to use.
Paladin comes in as well, greeted with an entangle. Can he somehow save him? Yes, with the big potion. Alright, so the healer stays in this army. Mountain King has yet another Stormbolt, could end up on the Alchemist. There's only a scroll of healing there. Telly's, what?
Everything's fired up.
Oh yeah, all these these mortar teams, they're doing so much damage. Again, saving the Paladin. And slowly but steady, these mountain giants are falling.
And also the armor is so nice. Already it was difficult to find any kind of kills. He's getting a berserker here and there, you know, that's okay, but he lost his entire backline. It's only MGs left. 2-2 MGs though, and HawK is gonna respect them, falling further back towards his expansion where a few more towers are standing, and would love to stand behind, you know, some kind of little bottleneck where the MGs have a tough time finding the surface area.
Yeah, but Suns won't allow that. He retreats a little to catch reinforcements, and that's nice. 3-2 upgrade on the way. Paladin still hurt. Acid bombed up. Oh, these claps are so nice to just diminish the damage even further and make kiting easier. Staff use, TP as well.
Wait, is this TP? Yeah. Okay. I think it's time for Blizzard.
Yeah.
Like, these MGs, yes, they don't destroy your army too quickly, but it's like really hard to deal with them. And Chimeras, excuse me. Chimeras coming. My new #1 hated unit. I think this unit is extremely overrated.
More than Wyvern?
Wyvern have a place.
I guess you need damage.
Well, but against human, I really, really don't like it.
What would you use for damage then in the Night Elf army?
Transmute. I seriously feel you need ultimates against this HawK style.
Step of teleportation for free here. Attack by HawK against the new fresh expansion in the upper right. Again a TP, or is he faking it? Nope. 1 Chimera only in this. Oh no, it's 2, sorry. They're just staying on top of each other. And TP out by HawK as well. Was a nice volley.
If they do get to the more teams, they of course instantly pop them. But more teams have large range, positioned well. They should be protected by those rifles fairly well. And now seeing... Yeah, he's going flying machines. Okay.
Yes, against this.
Oh, that makes sense. There's nothing at all against flying machines.
The heroes can attack, but that's not what you mean, of course. There's no AoE against them. It's no hippos against them, as you don't need the Engine of Wind anymore for the tech tree. They will be 3-3 though, as the third upgrade is coming in.
And actually, it's not looking that bad for Suns. He's got the economy on his side. In my opinion, he still has the inferior army, but he's got 3 mining bases now versus only 2 if he takes out this one.
Well, HawK is at... Yeah, if he takes out this one. Alright, that's true. Field spray on the Mountain Giants. Mass repair. There's 4 gyros. He's only microing 2. Aiming for the Keeper now, trying to provoke staffs. There is a TP, but only on the Alchemist. Now he got the attention of the army, and the Chimeras can reach again.
But they have to dive deep. One's dead pretty quickly. The second one gonna die right after. The third one's gonna have to run. Did they do the damage that they needed to do? That's 15 supply disappearing out of the Knight of Army very fast. Boom, all chims are dead. And we also have HawK dropping down to only 59 supply himself.
Yeah, he lost a lot of his backline there. Mortar teams were gone in a split second. Now he's stuck with all these flying machines. They can't attack anything anymore. They soaked up mana from the priests as well. So it's 5 Mountain Giants. Oh, that lightning shield is sweet, but he has to run. Wait, is priest, move away, that priest! That poor little priest! Ah, he's not taking care of this. Aiming for a hero kill now, maybe. Got the Alchemist there. He wants this TP so bad, and he gets it.
Okay, HawK holds on to his expansion with 3 base versus 3 base now, guys. Hell yeah. True macro. HawK still with plenty of cash to spend, but has to resupply some army. Sun's still sitting at 79 supply. And now agreeing with me, okay, chims are kind of trash, and going all MGs now. 100% MGs.
Nah, bears. He's switching to bears with master training.
Oh, he's going high up. Okay, whoa.
With 3 bases, I think you can afford it. Main bases soon to be expired. HawK is going Knights and Mortars again.
So Raja 16 for the 2 months. Thank you very much.
Thanks. And sight for the host.
He's very low now on the rifles. I think he overproduced priests a little, didn't he? How many is this? 7 priests? I guess sounds about right to spam inner fire and everything.
He's going Sorks now. There are no Dryads anymore for the spell, and Suns, I think he's not bringing in Wisps ever.
But, like, with resistance skin? Is
Bears.
that really gonna work out?
On Bears it's good, on Heroes it's good. And he... Does he have the level 3 aura?
On Bears it's definitely good. I'm not so sure about the rest. Oh, Roar on these MGs. Oh man, 3-3 MGs with Roar.
Oh boy!
Ooh.
And siege damage. Do not forget about the melee siege damage of Mountain Giants. This expo needs like 25 workers to repair.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can he
I
distract
was trying to lure him onto this choke here. I think it's way beyond Blizzard time. Clad Blizzard here would be a good damage source, but he's still going for those water limits. I think that's a little stubborn. Also free experience, kind of.
He is buying some time. Only the Treants here attacking the peasant line. Slow coming in. I think, like, as long as there's no dispel, he's fine with the water elementals, as they soak up also more damage and can tank. I don't know if it's steal
dropping
though.
low invul. Last second.
Raw being used again before this bear dies. He has been focusing this guy quite a bit, but heal spray as well. We have tranquility now. Oh, that's so good for Suns. Can't outdamage this. No way.
MGs are just too tanky, man.
Yeah, with 11 armor.
Yeah. Can't kill him. What he needs against this is Knights, I guess, but he needs upgrades as well. Like 0-0 Knights are not going to be good enough. It all takes way too long. Look at the damage on the Town Hall. Oh my god. You can't repair against this.
No way in hell. Plus 14 damage on the Mountain Giants with siege damage. And the main gold mine should expire soon. He's sending in gyros to kill the Tree of Life. Don't know if that's going to work out. Alchemist close to level 6. How far is... Oh, it's 5.6. So that's what I'm thinking. How far is mass teleport? Okay, Tomb of Retraining now. It's getting cold. It's Blizzard time.
Finally, he's going there. But we have Tranquility now.
Yep.
There's going to be plenty of heal as well. And the Alchemist.
Player's
Where's the
forces are
Alchemist?
under
It's 5.6, just like the Archmages.
But Suns is finding an answer, dude. Like, finally a Night Elf is able to hold his own against HawK.
Yeah.
First time I'm seeing it since he showed his new style.
HawK is still on 2 bases for a little bit. So it's not ultra bad. And attack continues. Is HawK preparing one big push? He's at 88 supply. Hero level still low. Mountain King did reach level 3 though.
Yeah, Paladin especially is a problem. If he was level 3, this would all be much better. But he's only level 2. In we go once again. The narrow choke being opened up a little bit by the tree. And here we go. Clap, Blizzard combo. This is so much more damage now against these MGs, but instant Tranquility against it. Stormbolt should be ready for the cancel. There it is.
Clap as well. Clap Blizzard combo as you said. The backline is unreached. The next Chimera is coming in from the trees. It's basically the perfect spot for him. But the Archmage is bringing the necessary damage, as it seems.
No TP on HawK side, by the way, is a little bit scary. More teams have rejoined the party. Clap again, Blizzard again. Chimera opening the open field, entering the open field, but the flying machines are there, taking out the Chim right here. Everything's dropping low on both sides. Houston would be a big deal. MK gets another Holy Light there. Talon has to go for the invo. It's the only one that he has, though.
Okay, now things start to hurt a little, but if there's one heal score, man, it would be so nice for HawK. He does have to staff. Paladin again in trouble. Staff out, maybe. Oh, Taunt Invis. Nice reaction by HawK, as there was still no Dispel. Oh, there it is now. But they leave this fight with basically equal supply, and in the meantime, these
player's forces are
flying machines did more damage here. Nice AP in the bottom left, by the way, by Suns, making sure that HawK is not expanding. So 1 base versus 2, but for how long? 2,400. HawK needs another base. This one is dry in 400.
Any big level ups around the corner. Oh, level 6 AM.
Yeah.
He's almost got it.
What about the Alchemist? Also, transmute and mass teleport.
player's forces are
man.
under attack.
Soon to arrive.
Oh, man.
Now he expands right in his face. Can't wait. Doesn't want to wait until the AP is gone. 40.
Paladin is still the big weakness of this army. Needs a new invul. Kind of surprised he still only has 1 staff as well. But HawK doesn't have infinite resources anymore. But it's down to 1 base. Whereas, dude, Suns, he's so rich. 96 supply still. Still more than 1,000 gold.
Yep. That is pretty crazy. Nice flare by HawK to see exactly where his opponent is going. I mean, it's pretty obvious anyway.
Can you hold one more time? If HawK doesn't hold here, the game's probably over.
Yeah. I mean, he has a 1-0 lead. It would be his map choice on game 3. But a 4-0 would be pretty impressive. But yeah. Mountain Giants with the sticks in their hands again. How well would Clap Blizzard work this time?
He's bringing in Dryads, actually. Late game Dryads?
Against the Blizzard, as it seems. Tranquility once again. Stormbolt was used already, so he can't cancel anymore.
It's cooling down. MK has more mana still left to use. Has to use this. Stormbolt, of course. When's it ready? There we go. Rise in the back, surviving surprisingly long, actually. The more teams will take them out over time. There's not so many MGs left anymore. 1 more will be dying. Level 6 for the Alchemist, though. He has a transmute ready. Gets rid of one of those mortar teams.
Does he want to go for another base and do damage there? No, HawK stays in this fight. Once again, the Paladin super low, staffed out now. Mass, must be mass teleport, I guess. No, Brilliance Aura 3. He's not going for the ult, and the Mountain King dies on the left-hand side thanks to the taunt and all the damage. And now he needs to kill the Keeper, I guess, to make up for it. But there is Rejuvenation. Everything's dropping low in the back. But HawK is down to 43 supply. The epic tankiness of 11 armor mountain giants works. And HawK can't break through this anymore. 1-1.
3-3 MGs, boys. There we go.
And Devotion Aura.
And Devotion Aura. For one more point.
Yep.
I would have loved to see him try to go more heavy on the Knights against this. But you kind of really want Blizzard against MGs because their damage block doesn't work against spells. And then your own Knights would be getting hit. That's not exactly ideal. Damn, Suns finds an answer. Impressive.
On his map, Turner stand. Next one will be chosen by HawK. If HawK loses this, it's not the end of the world. He can still go via lower bracket. Well, of course, that's not what you want. After this game, we most likely have one more for the lower bracket. Where, for example, PCG is in, TBC is in. They play in Undead Mirror in round A, or in Group A. HawK versus Ice Orc is our winner bracket final, or the other winner bracket semi-final here that we have. Don't know if we have any updates. Melody defeated the unknown Chinese Night Elf 2-1. Actually, HawK qualified already. 2-0'd Ice Orc.
You know what I saw, by the way?
No.
I'm not going to be able to be here tomorrow or the day after. And you know who I'm going to miss?
Me.
I'm going to miss HawK, dude. I'm going to miss HawK playing.
You could have been the sweetest dude and say, I'm going to miss you so much after 2 days not casting, and now then again 2 days not casting. Man, then this is the only dual cast this week.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gone from Thursday on.
Oh, right, yeah.
Festival
Going to...
Groot.
Yeah. Groot.
Yes.
That's the one in Belgium?
Yes.
Nice.
Coheed and Cambria headlining. Jawbreaker.
Is that a Jawbreaker or is that the band?
Jawbreaker is a band, but it's very, very likely that I get my jaw broken. No, not really. That would be bad, though. I lost my wallet. So, the insurance cards are kind of gone as well. So if stuff's happening to me there, I'm fucked.
Is that the first time you lose your wallet?
Nah, but...
It happens every month.
No. It didn't happen that frequently. Like, I think in the past 5 years, like twice or so.
I've never lost my wallet before, but I've lost phones.
I am aware, Remo. I am aware. No, I went out to party with Jenny Prenzelberg on Friday. He was here.
Oh.
And yeah, we had a lot of Leberhaken, which is, as you might know by now, Sambuca and Jaeger mixed.
He told me in chat that apparently the whole bar was appreciative of the new drink.
Yeah, that is correct. It was a fun evening. So we're waiting for Suns now, and then we can start the game. Were you a good boy and stayed home the entire weekend?
I didn't go partying, but I was hanging out with a couple of friends, had a couple of beers, just like homeless people on the street. But yeah, I had a quiet weekend. And yeah, Sunday was basically just casting all day.
13 hours, I heard.
No, we had a break in between of like 2 hours or something.
Ah, okay. That's always so good.
Yeah.
To refresh again and just get some food in.
Yeah, so Northern Isles will be our next map, the third deciding one. I wonder how much did that keeper harass really hurt HawK there? I think HawK's priority should be not give the Night Elf 3 bases. Don't give him infinite resources. It's hard enough to take out those MGs already. So I'm really interested to see how this matchup is going to change now. But one thing that I take away from the last map is neither of these guys is like aggressive at all.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. I feel the keeper harass hurt him a lot. It was like 500, 600 gold or so that he lost there. Fucked with all his timings. And then before the first big engagement, his inner fire wasn't ready, his frag shots weren't ready, the paladin arrived very late to the fight, so all of that would have been better if not for the keeper harass, or if not for the strong keeper harass.
also feel like the Blizzard transition was really late.
Yeah.
Like once you spot 6 MGs with all those upgrades, I think it's hella time to go for Blizzard right away. And also, if there had been Blizzard earlier, if there hadn't been so many water elementals fed over, Tranquility would have been later, Transmute would have been later. Well, Transmute didn't really decide that game. But yeah, I guess HawK has to make some adjustments.
In general, the second hero of Suns got so much more experience than the Mountain King. He was struggling to get to level 3 with the MK for quite a bit, and then later also with the Paladin. That was yet another problem. I think for how bad the early mid game was, HawK did fairly well, and he should still be considered the favorite here, even though the momentum swung a little into Sun's direction.
I would agree with that. Considering what these players have shown so far, I do not expect aggressive plays. Harassment, yes, you know, Keeper walking in with the staff, treants here and there. But I'm not gonna expect a big dedicated push by one of these guys basically before 75 supply. I think they're gonna bite their time, expand, and so on. And I think a lot of it's gonna come down to a third base for the Night Elf. Is he gonna get it up again? Is he gonna have those infinite resources with those insane mountain giants? If HawK could deny that and
A player's forces are under
keep this
attack.
on 2-base territory, I think that will be preferable for him.
A big curveball would be to just play rifles here and push, because no one is expecting this,
Yeah.
I think. But HawK is not really the player to do that.
Yeah, it's such a
Ultimate-
good expansion map. And
Yeah.
HawK loves expansions.
And he's going for it. He is pulling out the creeps, so they won't attack him like they did on AZ. Suns, though. How aggressive will he be? Will he go Huntress? Will he go for something else than just Archers late game? But doesn't seem like it. He's pulling out the creeps as well, so kind of standard play by both.
Creep here, not entirely perfect. Quite a few peasants are hurt. We have seen a Keeper previously in other games try to take advantage of this. Suns will not, though. With his... Whoa, that's a fast tree.
Yep.
Is that a 1-archer tree? That's a 1-archer tree.
Wow, kind of moon style back in the day.
That has to be punished. Oh, but there's no scouting. No scouting for HawK at all. He could cancel this easily. Just a couple of footies coming over. Water elementals, that will be an easy cancel. But he's concentrating right now on defense.
Yeah, he's lacking a little bit in macro. One footman is just standing around in the upper left. Not
That
super
was intentional,
ideal.
though. He was scouting for Keeper movement over, possibly.
Okay.
Because oftentimes there's going to be, you know, the Ogre Magi and Tuskar creep with the level 2 with the consumable and the Keeper coming in for the harass. He was checking for that.
But if you're halfway there, would you go all the way to the expansion to check if there's an expansion coming up there, like Foggy and Moon did?
They did it against Undead, though, right? Against Human, that seems very dangerous. So close to the expansion of the Human player. What's wrong with HawK's Lumber, by the way? He continuously has to stop power build. But now, Expo is finally done. How many footies did he bring? 3 footmen, 1 water elemental. It's probably too late for the cancel now.
Oh, this footman would be level 3. Uses the entangle again. HawK must be aware how important this is for Suns. Nope, he's not denying. Does he have a water elemental in a bit? Trying to start a step. There was a lot of mana use on the Keeper.
And I think this early game here showed a pretty big scouting error by
Player's
HawK.
forces
After
are
creeping
under
the expansion, or perhaps even on the way to creeping the expansion, should have sent 1 footman south. You can't afford this. And if this expansion is so early, don't creep after the expo, but go over immediately. If he had done that, he could have cancelled it. I mean, it's still okay. He's got his own expansion. He's got an arcane tower up. The Keeper here won't be able to do too much, but I can't help but feel that there wasn't a cancel available, and that would have slowed down the Night Elf tremendously.
Okay, maybe he can kill the entangled gold mine with another water elemental coming in soon. The Keeper is far away, but will be full mana, I think. Nice Shadow Melt. Okay, he's not going for anything, really.
Lightning Shield, Neo, how are you not excited about this?
Well, it's in the middle of nowhere, really. And he's getting that kill. We got a few donations here. Thank you, Fork Duster, for the €5. Watching you with the hangovers, even better. Thanks for the good work. Thanks a lot, man. Also, Remy Rommel with 1,000 bits. That's pretty epic. Thank you.
The town is under siege.
Thank you guys so much. What does that mean with the hangover? It's you can't spot our nonsense too easily. Is that what that means? Thank you guys so much. Tech now starting for HawK. That feels a little late.
A player's forces are
He was
under
super short on lumber all the time, basically.
Yeah. 2 footmen standing next to the barracks, not having set the rally point. That's something we normally don't see from HawK. Lightning Shield coming in here again, but, well, can't cancel the Entangled. He can cancel the shop, I guess. And he's delaying things. He is being a bit of a nuisance here. I kind of like that. I mean, the other choice is to just creep up with the AM now. That's also going to give time to creep for the Keeper, most likely. But if you can delay your creeping and keep more camps for your second hero, I like that, because the MK is going to need experience.
Okay. The Keeper has a little bit of trouble now to get mana. That was the last bit, and it's not nighttime for so much longer, and clarities are not available due to the absence of a shop.
Yeah, that's true.
And for HawK,
That
everything should be fine. But big power
actually
spike
makes a
now with the
difference.
Alchemist.
Yeah, makes a big difference. If the Keeper had been higher mana, this wouldn't have been so Moon Juice intensive, but now he's got like nothing. And it's basically daytime.
a player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, with the R coming in, the Night Elf becomes a lot stronger suddenly. Not strong enough, I would say, to try to bust a base or something, but certainly to take out some creep camps. Especially the marketplace with the Troll Warlord is a very fond focus oftentimes for the Night Elves. I like that HawK is adjusting with more towers, at least 2 in each base. I think that's very wise.
Yeah, that is correct. Is one guard, one arcane on both
player's forces
sides,
are
right?
under
Yes,
attack.
it is. So he decides to not go for the marketplace, but rather the laboratory, which there's 2 of. But he wants the shredder for the lumber income. It's a little imbalanced, his resource at the moment. And again going for the Zeppelin. That didn't work out at all on Terranas.
Is he gonna try to drop the main, really? It's gonna be very important then if this guard tower is finished in time. Ooh, it's gonna be close.
HawK is going for the Warlord, waiting for the item here. Has a TP, can react. Wand of the Wind. So, Zeppelin, what are you doing now?
A player's
He
forces
is
are under
going
attack.
into that base. The guard tower
This is such a big
almost
difference
done.
maker, this guard tower. Oh, is he gonna kill it? He gets it! Oh, the repair comes in, but not in time.
And
That is so
acid bomb
annoying.
will repair. Can he get the Zeppelin somehow? Oh, there's almost no anti-air. The rifles can't enter. And Water Elemental was out of range. This is so annoying for HawK.
Yeah. If there was a guard tower here, that would protect the main. He could set up perhaps another tower, and then he could just leave this base. Like 2 towers plus militia should be good enough. But he didn't get the tower. And once again, Zeppelin harassment played. Buying more time for himself is Sun's. Once again, looks like he's expecting a push, kind of. Probably wasn't HawK's plan, so I guess the end here of this, or what this means in the grand scheme of things is, yeah, very little creeping and just the economy being slowed down slightly.
And he's dropping the base again. Acid bomb onto the Mountain King, not really on the workers. Call to arms being used. Everything morphed into militia, but still not enough anti-air to stop this.
But he has a workshop. Here's the first flying machine that's should put an end to the Zeppelin, slowly but surely. Remy Rommel, thank you for the sub as well. One thing that HawK can't go for, hasn't been able to yet, is a shredder. And that's actually delaying his tier 3 by a lot.
Yeah.
In addition to all the harassment he suffered here, he's really low lumber. He would love to have a shredder now.
Oh boy, lightning shield into workers. That's scary. Level up for him, level 2. And oh my god, 3 rings of protection on this alchemist.
8 armor, hell yeah. Wants to get this tower badly. He's gonna lose 2 archers for it, but he doesn't want to go archers in the end anyways. And once again,
going-
slowing down the expo.
He's going bears, by the way. If that wasn't a misclick. Nope. Goes through with the adept upgrade.
Wasn't the mountain giants like the unit that won in the last game?
Yep. Well, he only won the game once he had bears, so maybe he skips the...
Players
skips
That's
the...
not. That's. Dude, don't spread fake news. That's like. Well, actually, he only won the game when he made wisp number 35, so he has to get to 35 wisps.
You know I'm talking nonsense, and most of the channel knows it as well.
HawK needs a shredder though, like I'm not kidding. Is it ready again? What's the cooldown on a shredder? I don't think it's too long, right?
No, I don't think so either. But it's long enough that, like on Amazonia, with a shredder push, you don't see 2 shredders too often. So it must be quite long.
A player's forces are under attack.
Honestly, I got no idea.
Story of my life. Oh, big pickup for Suns here, getting the first mortar team out, or second mortar team, not too sure, but one of the earlier mortar teams. And he's just continuing this harass. It's so annoying.
HawK does have a TP. Is he waiting for him to dive deeper into the main? HawK's got the way bigger army. He's gonna smash this little run by once he TPs. There we go. That took forever though. Instant TP out against this. Suns is getting rich. Well, he was richer earlier. Yeah, wait. Where did all his money go? He had more than 2,000 gold earlier.
Mountain Giants now. 2 of them are queued. And Resistance Skin is coming. And 3 upgrades. Maybe that's where?
Ah, yeah, 3 upgrades. I think he also made a couple more Moonwells, maybe.
NTP, rebuy. HawK has been in upkeep for quite a bit, going more towers now to be a little safer. But this is not a scary army, really. Tier 3 is not done. Lacks all the upgrades. It's, okay, now 70 supplies, a little better. But Suns
forgetting
has so
about
much
the
fun.
farms once again. That's gonna delay the Alchemist, the Paladin, quite a lot. And he still doesn't have a shredder. He's not gonna be able to get all of the upgrades he wants.
A town is under
Still not
siege.
even going for the laboratory. It surprised me. He didn't bring a TP here either.
A player's forces are under
There seems to
attack.
be quite a few flaws now in HawK's play.
Why is he so greedy? Also, not able to go to an attack against any kind of base. Because Sun's distracting so nicely. Okay, red spot time now. Gives HawK some time. But Sun's a great item.
Hoping for a big aura would be a massive help here in these big scale team fights.
There we
What
go.
am I talking about?
As the race is basically lacking damage all the time, having 10% more is great. But here comes HawK with a creep jack. TP can be used Stormbolt on an archer to just secure the kill, getting more experience somehow. One more hit is a kill, and he got it. 2 archers dead.
I like how he's even paying attention to these archers, you know? They're not really the only one I have anymore, I guess, but...
Can he
Trying to save
reach for the mountain giant? No, he can't. So HawK has frag shards now. Upgrade for the priests coming, and paladin coming as
Players'
well.
forces are under attack.
But only 1-0 for the rifles. Is it shredder time now? Would be a very late shredder, but he's got the supply open as soon as he gets the farm for it. Okay, no shredder for HawK. I guess. I am very far forward. He's not looking. Uh-oh. But not getting punished with an entangle acid bomb here. Acid bomb is hit onto all of these footies. They're taking quite a bit of damage. Level 3 for the Alchemist. Big level up with this one. One of the win coming in against these MGs, but they should have resistance skin. They do. But it doesn't last too long. But the clap is doing quite a bit of work. But no Blizzard follow-up once again.
And also no water elementals. Like, he's not using his mana on the ultimate now. Footman dying in the front line, so there is finally some damage. Heal spray as well. But yeah, this clap is MVP. Has a big potion. Might use it on the Mountain King very soon. The Keeper also. High mana the entire time. And HawK has to retreat.
He doesn't have the damage. Blizzard. He needs the Blizzard.
That was quite a
Fire
turnaround.
now.
Yeah. That's a damage boost.
Yeah. And an armor boost. A big one as well. Another clap coming in, but this MK now completely dry. The Holy Light is certainly helping out quite a bit, especially for this Mountain King. Oh, hiding backwards as best as he can. MK has to pop the greater healing. Invol still holding on to that one. And actually can force back these MGs, but not a single one has died yet.
No, one was staffed out. That's about it. So there should also be
A player's forces
Moon
are
Juice
under attack.
to support this. Yes, he has the super well upgrade. He's going for more defense upgrade. Those were the weakest mountain giants that he will face for the rest of this game.
Oh, this is a sick position though. Oh my god. At Neo's favorite spot, right under the arch. Blizzard, remove the arches.
It's a fucking distraction. You can't look through it.
Yes,
Super
it's
annoying.
it's a visual problem, Neo, I agree.
Thank you.
Would have been a good position though. Once again, high upkeep here for Suns. 90 supply. Literally only mountain giants. Well, Bear's starting to come in actually now as well.
And a couple of wisps to detonate against the inner fire. That would be very costly in mana to get them back up. Open battlefield here once more, so the mountain giants can all attack.
MK's got one more clap. There it is. That's the last one for a little. Finally, we have some wisps coming in for detonates. I feel like he was pretty light on those. And once again, sorceresses joining the battlefield. I'm still not sold on those ones, to be honest with you. Using 2 slows, but they will wear off soon as it's onto the mountain giants, and HawK is going to decide to TP out of this before losing anything more. Was a long extended engagement, but like barely any kills, honestly, on either side.
Yeah, not too much experience was shared there, but HawK is expanding again in the bottom left, and Suns is not following yet. Yes, he's getting the second red spot, and therefore make more experience and the second biggest item on this map.
How's he gonna kill this Drake though? Just with the heroes?
Yep.
Okay.
It will take some time, giving HawK more time to head over. Has an invul, a mana potion, a TP, and nothing on the paladin. Oh, Sun scouts this rather quickly, so there's an Engine of War against this Town Hall, and there's a tower against the Engine of War. And the human army once again in Sun's face. Is it time to kill the tree now? He's portaling in. Mortars did not shoot yet, only one. So the Congo line was a little bit too big. An aggressive TP by Suns.
The MK's in the middle of everything! But it's pretty good for the clap, and not so good for the Keeper, who has to be staffed out after the Storm Mold and the clap. And suddenly all these MGs are still hurt. He didn't heal them up, mana potion. This is gonna be so many claps, and suddenly these MGs looking pretty frail. He didn't go heal him up. Was that a little too greedy, perhaps? Alchemist now in trouble. Next, making it to the moon. Well, he has the potion still. Doesn't have to use it yet.
6 HP on this mountain giant, not dying. Little mistake by HawK there to not take him out. The bears are just melting. Heroes are standing strong. He's trying to throw in this Engine of War, but he's too slow. Doesn't have nature's blessing, so he's just getting wrecked out there. Can he get another kill? Oh, the paladin! There was a big one. And 2 mountain giants survive on barely any HP. Expo in the upper left established.
A player's
And
forces
the
are under
Ancient of War will be
attack.
taken out here. I'm so amazed that HawK still doesn't have lumber issues. How is this possible? He's only got a couple of peasants for lumber in the main. Somehow it's working out. I don't know. Perhaps he's spending mostly gold. AM almost level 5. Is it finally Tome of Retraining time? I think it's long overdue once again. If he has Clap and Blizzard both, these MGs will start dropping even more so than they already did. And how's he gonna heal him up now? There's no Moon Juice anywhere.
Scourge Bone Chimes, man. He just bought them. That will take forever, though.
But what's he gonna attack?
Valid question.
Trying with Reju, but Reju is only like 25% of a Mountain Giant's health bar.
You will like this, man. Tome of Retraining on the Archmage.
Woohoo!
Blizzard time. Ice Age starts. Fitting for Northern Isles. So, open battlefield now. Or can HawK retreat into this? Ooh. One more pause before the final engagement.
This would be a great position if he can make it behind that little choke point. Up there. You have the camera on the human army right now, right?
A little bit. I see the Mountain King, 3 mortars and 3 rifles.
Yeah, because he's at 80 supply. But this looks less than 80 supply, doesn't it?
How much is in production, is the question.
Got a lot of peasants, of course, as well, so a lot of it is tied up in economy. But now he's feeling confident, and then with one more kill, that's level 5 for the AM. Level 3 Blizzard, level 2 Clap. And these MGs are still hurt, he can't fight.
Yeah. Suns is in trouble. What can he do? He's going for 2 more bears. Third defense upgrade. Using the redo now. But his second base is under attack.
With those mortars, you have to respond quickly, otherwise all buildings will disappear in a matter of seconds. Especially with the blizzard as well being a factor to think
So
of.
nice how he constantly takes out one Moonwell to not let his opponent go to like 90 or 100. And this blizzard is seriously insane.
Before these MGs even get to use their first couple of swipes, they take so much damage. Mountain King in the front, in the middle of everything, taking quite a bit of damage, but has more potions to use. This blizzard! I'd love to have a DPS counter. It must be insane.
Absolutely.
And these are 3-3 MGs, by the way, but they're just getting destroyed by these spells. Same for the Alchemist, possibly, who ate a Stormbolt, but will make it away to the back line. But suddenly Suns is down to 45 supply only. GG.
Suns, next time bring a cold. The cold snaps and HawK is in the round of 16. Jesus, what a game winner this Tome of Retraining was. It changed everything. Damage-wise.
Yeah, it's always like, it feels so weird. Like MGs take like no damage from normal right clicks, but spells, if you spam them long enough, still do the work.
Indeed. Damn. HawK making it without losing a single series, so he didn't have to go through the lower bracket. What do we have left for today is the question. Group A has No Way OC and So-In advancing. Looking good for Ever against Spike, and the Undead Mirror is still up. HawK and HawK making it through Group B, where we have Suns versus Melody and Ice Orc versus Panda. We're gonna get you one more series, and then that's it for today. But stay tuned. The Back to Warcraft show continues. See you in a bit.